All right, Sooner Nation, gather around. We got to talk about something that makes folks a little uncomfortable. Brent Venables in the hot seat. Now listen, we all want him off that seat. Nobody's rooting for the guy to fail, but the reality is, after 2 losing seasons in 3 years, something Oklahoma hasn't seen since the John Blake era, Venables is coaching for his future in 2025. The Sooners have only had 2 losing records this century. Both of them belong to Venables. That's a cold, hard truth. And last year, a 6-7 mark in OU's first SEC season, while Texas was marching to the playoff. Well, that didn't sit well in Norman. Venables knew it. That's why he started pulling the reins in October, firing his offensive coordinator mid-season, shifting staff responsibilities, and essentially hitting the reset button while the season was still happening. Oklahoma even hired a third-party consultant to evaluate the program from top to bottom. That's not normal. That's survival mode. And the changes, they've been sweeping. 2 new coordinators, a pair of defensive assistants, a brand new front office led by Jim Nagy, the former NFL exec, even a new trainer with NFL chops. On top of that, they attacked the transfer portal like their jobs depended on it, because they did. OU landed John Mateer, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and Jaden Ott, one of the best running backs. They added 5 new wide receivers, 7 new offensive linemen, and retooled the whole thing. This is not tinkering. This is a full remodel. Now let's be clear about why we're even here. Venables has shown he can coach defense. The Sooners ranked top 25 on that side of the ball last year, and Connolly's SP Plus has them projected top 15 again this fall. The defense isn't the problem. The problem is offense. OU was flat out unwatchable on that side last season, on 24th and 5 in yards per play. That's old school Kansas level bad, and it wasn't just the stats, it was the eye test. 2 points in the second half at home against Houston, 9 sacks, given up to South Carolina in your own stadium. A quarterback carousel that looked more like musical chairs. Venables admitted it himself. I hired the wrong guy. Seth Littrell didn't work, and the Sooners wasted a season because of it. So now it's Ben Arbuckle time. He's just 29 years old, already considered one of the brightest defensive minds in the game. His offense at Washington State was explosive, top 10 nationally in points and yards per play. He produced back-to-back elite quarterbacks, and one of them, John Mateer, followed him to Norman. That's huge. Mateer threw for almost 4,000 yards, ran for another 700, and scored 44 total touchdowns last year. He knows Arbuckle's system. He believes in Arbuckle, and he gives this team something it hasn't had since Baker Mayfield. A quarterback with both juice and swagger. So what has to happen for Venables to keep his job? The simple answer is win. But at Oklahoma, it's more specific than that. First, don't embarrass yourself. Last season, wasn't just bad at times, they were unwatchable. That can't happen again. You can lose at Ole Miss, you can lose at LSU, but you can't lose 35-9 at home to South Carolina. You can't start games down 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes. Those are the kind of losses that get people fired. Second, beat somebody. Venables doesn't have to make the playoff in 2025, but he needs a signature win. The game everyone's circling, September 6th against Michigan. That's your litmus test. Oklahoma walks out of there with a win, and suddenly they're 5-0 heading into Texas, and the entire narrative around Venables changes overnight. Third the bar, DraftKings has OU's win total at 6.5. That's Vegas telling you they don't believe in the Sooners. For Venables to keep this job, he has to smash that number. 8 wins, he's safe 9 wins, he's thriving. Even 7-5, if it includes a Michigan or Texas win, buys him breathing room. But 6-6, another losing season. That's it. That's the end. Because here's the reality. This is Oklahoma. Bud, Barry, Bob, 3 coaches, 3 legends, 10-win seasons where the standard Brent doesn't need to be the 4th name on the t-shirt. But he has to show this program is moving in the right direction. For the first time, it feels like he actually has the tools. A real offensive mind in Arbuckle, a real quarterback in Mateer, a defense good enough to win, a front office that looks like an NFL operation. The excuses are gone. If Venables wins, if he steadies the program, if Oklahoma walks into the